Terry. He asked me specifically to look to see if he was using his notes too much, but he did qualify it that he had been sick this weekend, so maybe he might use them a little bit more than he had originally planned to. Because you had them on the lectern, it was a little bit more obvious that you used them than if you had perhaps had them set on the edge of the table and just cruise by it occasionally and take a little glance at it. So that would be the one comment on your notes. His topic was talking about customer service in companies, and he started out with a story. Does anyone remember the name of the guy who gave him ice cream and his orange juice? Harvey. It was Harvey, exactly. Starting out with a story is the strongest thing you can ever do, Terry. That was a great one. It was personal. We could see you as a little kid just dragging your parents into that business so that you could get the kind of ice cream that you liked. I wasn't going to burst his bubble and say maybe he gave every kid that flavor of ice cream. That was a very simple premise that you made, that there are three things a business needs to do. You need to remember me. You need to make me feel important, and you need to do it every single time. Those were basically the three tenets. As you built on this speech, which was based on informing us and letting us know about the topic, you brought in a lot of information from Gallup polls and a lot of different places that I don't know really were as strong as your initial beginning with Harvey, and continued to tell us how you could Harveyize your business. Or say, when I walk into a business with great customer service, I know when I've been Harveyed. When you start with something as strong as your story that you started with, use it over and over through, and then bring it back to the end, which of course will always tie us in, because what you told us was that great customer service is very, very simple. So I would keep that in mind as you connect a next speech like this. If your message is very simple, don't feel that we need 50 different resources. It does show that you did your homework, but Harvey is the message that you left us with, and that's what really stuck with us. You had a couple of terms I was not familiar with. Does anybody else know what a reverse Iggy is? I'll have to ask you about that one later. That was something that I wasn't very sure of. Or I thought it was just me and someone else had mentioned it in a previous speech. You need to make sure that you remember me, you make me feel important, and you do it consistently. And that's what you did by sharing that story with us. I can't say it enough. That was the strongest part of your presentation. And thank you for it, because I'm never going to forget the Harvey story.